Welcome to Fishing with Steve D. In today's video, we're going to give you an update on what's happening at Somerset Dam up here in Queensland. Some very interesting points. Make sure you'll watch to the end. I've got some bonus tips for you. Let's jump into this video. I hope you enjoy it, folks. Matt was fishing the upper reaches up near Villeneuve in the upper northern timber reaches of Somerset Dam, and he was fishing with two redclaw yabby pots, and he was using potatoes, watermelon, rockmelon, and liver and cat biscuits, and he only ended up with 4 redclaw, medium to small, in 4 meters of water. Now just note this depth. This is going to be an important point. Alby was up redclawing also north of Kirklee in about 2 meters, 2.5 meters, worked well. Here's a bit of a map of where he went, and this is some of the results that he got. Using rockmelon normally as bait, and the key was putting it near the timber or near the timbered area, and this is his result. Great effort there. They look so delicious. There's plenty of meat in the claws, so use the claws. Well done, Alby, that's a great effort. Wow, how about those big red claw? Okay, now we're going to give you 5 tips that will come into play fishing Somerset until the flooding rains come, that will help catch more red claw for you. Let's jump into that right now. So tip number 1 is Stevie C says that the resident redclaw, the majority of them are burrowed in the mud deep in the deeper water, and they're waiting for the flooded rains to come, and when they come, the flooded rains, we will see the redclaw going right up into the shallows, feeding and gorging themselves on the flooded grasses. This is what they're waiting for. And tip number 2 is, until then, put your redclaw pots in about 2 to 2.5 meters deep near and around thick timber. Tip number 3 is to use a round funnel redclaw pot over the 2 entry opera house pots. Just think about it, double the entrances, 4 compared to 2 will see you catching a lot more redclaw. There's something about a round funnel pot that catches a lot more redclaw. Now, if you want a more eco-friendly pot, well, you can use our new square 60 centimeter pyramid pots. They have a built-in bait bag, or our round pyramid pots with the PVC insert, which is a game changer. This works so well. If you want a more eco-friendly, or if you're down south and you want the ultimate redclaw pot, we own the intellectual property rights to these, and our legal team will be enforcing this. So just send me a message. And tip number 4 is to put in more bait than 2 pieces, because once they eat it, they'll move on. They'll try to get out of your pot. So if you put in a smorgasbord full of bait, a good selection, you'll catch a lot more redclaw. And tip number 5, which is the hot tip, is to try different flavors of your dried dog biscuits or dried cat biscuits. Marrowbone is a good one, but there's a whole heap of other baits that work well. The kangaroo jerky is another hot bait that works really well.